People will take your story, people will take what you say, and they will twist it and they will turn it. I'm giving this just a little bit of energy this morning because I'm doing what needs to be done. For you out there watching, listening, hearing, and feeling me, I want you to know that you are not a mistake. Things will happen in your life. Life will life. That's not saying that you are evil or nasty or you shouldn't be here, right? Y'all, it's time out for us giving people the energy, right? Giving them the platform to tell us that we are nothing when they probably sitting over there suffering their own filth and their own nastiness and their own trauma. I have nothing for you on that. But because my spirit told me that I was talking to somebody out there this morning that needed to hear this, I'm going to speak on it. I'm going to speak on it. They told me that that was my punishment. The church told me that that was my punishment. They told me that I would never see God. I would never get to heaven. I would never be. They told me all of those things, just like this individual here. But did you know that I'm human? Did you know that I have a heart? Did you know that I have feelings? Did you know? And so, y'all, when I say doing what needs to be done, this is what needs to be done. I'm done talking. I'm going to show you better than I can tell you, right? And this is where I'm at. This is why I went to my village, my tribe, my gang, and my chosen family. I went to my circle. I went to my village first to let them know this is what I was going to do. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of them didn't agree because they believe the same as this person here. You with me? But let me tell you my story. Let me walk you down this journey because we all have one. So my assignment, right, was for me to be me. And the only way I could be me is to be honest and upfront about who I am. You with me? Good morning. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. I know what it is. Good morning. Good morning. Wait a minute. Wait just a minute, y'all. I know what it is. I know I'm behind time. I know I'm all of that. Somebody saying, well, you don't have to tell nobody that you're behind time. But no, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little slow this morning. Things happen. Y'all know how things go and what they do and all that good stuff like that. So let me scoop my seat up. Let me make sure that y'all are good. Hold on, so I can get this right. Let me get this right this morning. My situation is a little different this morning, but I'm here. I'm here. Good morning to you. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Good morning to you all. AD, good morning. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Okay, Woman of a Word said, it's awesome to listen to a positive message at the beginning of the day. Indeed. Thank you so much, Woman of a Word. Good morning to you all. You said that I'm right on time. Okay, I'm right on time. I love it. I love it. I love it. Good morning. Good morning. Hold on, y'all. I saw some comments coming in. I did a little snippet from my previous show. My fave stud. Indeed. Indeed. I will be that. Yes, indeed. Come on through. I'll be your fave. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Hold on. I had somebody else comment. Hey, good morning to you. Yes, all welcome. Hey, Julia, good morning. Good morning. I love all those O's and R's and INGs. I love all of it. Good morning to you. Good morning. Yes, indeed. Wait a minute, y'all. Y'all got me this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I got you. I got you. All right. Woo. Good morning. Hey, Terrell, good morning. Yeah, you know what? I have these glasses right now, y'all. These are not prescribed, they are just for like the aesthetic. You know what I mean? But hey, I am here. I am here. Julia said, hey, you, if you're not too busy later on today, come by the bar for Taco Tuesday. Now, you know I love a taco on a Tuesday. Okay, Julia, I'm going to hit you up. I'm going to hit you up. Yes, Julia, thank you for that. I'm going to hit you up. All right, y'all, let's go ahead on and do it. Good morning. Y'all know what today is. Y'all know it's Tuesday. Y'all know how we do. We come in, it's tight in the morning. Y'all tell a friend. Y'all tell them to come on over. I don't know how long I'm going to keep these glasses on because these glasses are kind of big on my face. So I'm going to try to do it for the aesthetic, for the look, but I may have to take them off. So y'all just be with me. But anyways, every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's tight in the morning. This is what we do. This is how we do it. Y'all come on in. Mr. Apple said, but you eating it up. Okay, then come through there. Come through. Yes. Okay. Well, then I'm going to eat it up then. And I'm going to eat it up. All right, y'all. So let's do this, right? Let's go ahead on. Let's pay some bills, do all that good stuff. No. So yeah, anybody. Y'all, you know what? I get this all the time. So I'm going to take a little time this morning, right? I have no frills. I have no anything against anyone, right? You are welcome. You are welcome to come and talk to me. You are welcome to be here on this platform. Like I can really stop you. You know what I mean? But this is an inclusive space, right? Anybody can come in and say anything, do whatever they want to do, right? The only thing that we ask here, right, is that you be respectful. That's it. So do what you do, but watch my shoes. Okay. So y'all know what I'm talking about. Do what you do, but watch my shoes. So we don't want to ever have anybody feel that they can't come in here. So here with the Titan Capri experience, I always want to have an experience, but I want to curate a space and a place, a brave space and a place, right? For you to come and know that you're going to get love and know that you're going to be good. Y'all with me this morning? So yes, everybody is welcome. Y'all come on in and come talk to me, right? I have no problem with that. But we have a zero tolerance for you. You know, you can speak your opinion, you can have your opinion, but when it becomes something other than an opinion, then that's when we have a problem. When it becomes hurtful, harmful, when it becomes something that's traumatic, something that, all this stigma, when you are doing that, then that's when we have a problem, right? Okay, exactly. Woman of a word said, respect all day, but watch my shoes. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know old school, y'all 90s, you had your white kicks, you had your Jordans, you had your whatever your kicks were, and they were fresh, right? And y'all, many of fights have went down because somebody stepped on somebody's shoes. Okay. Mr. Apples one says, what if it's a fact though, and the person can't take the truth? Well, you know what? Here's the thing though, Mr. Apples, and I'm glad that you asked that question, because here's the thing. We don't shy away from the truth. We're going to give you the truth. Like, I have no problem with that. But see, there's a fine line between truth. There's a fine line between trauma, right? And there's a fine line between somebody trying to give you the truth, but it's their truth, not your truth. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about it this morning because this is going to go right into my topic this morning. Hey, Miss Gwen. Miss Gwen said, good morning and Happy New Year. Hey, Miss Gwen, good morning to you. Y'all, I'm not going to be able to do these glasses long. Look, I did it for the aesthetic. I know, right? They are cute, though. They are cute. I'm going to try to hold on to them. But anyways, James Blackman said, old school 90s, LOL. Old school is the 70s. That part, right? We have to really understand what it is. So, yes, you can speak your truth. You can come in and speak your truth. But let's be clear. Your truth may not be everybody's truth. And then 9 times out of 10, the person that's spewing this, and I say spewing because once it goes from an opinion to you trying to make somebody do something that you feel is right, then when you start spewing, right, you don't even know half the story. Y'all with me this morning? All right, y'all. So let's go ahead on. Let's do it. TikTok, tippity tap, tap the middle of that screen. I got a goal of 300 roses over there, TikTok. Y'all go ahead on and get me lit in there. Do that. Also, You can click right up in the corner right here on my icon and go on over to the TikTok shop. Get you a Titan in the Morning mug. Get you a Titan in the Morning mug. Get you a some t-shirts. Get you socks, tote bags, some candles, and it's right on. It's in the live. I pinned it over there. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X. Right? Y'all go ahead on and show me some thumbs up. Show me some hearts. Show me some love. Y'all show me all of that good stuff. Hold on, y'all. This light is real low, and I think that it's causing a glare. Okay, that's better. Is that better? Okay, yeah. It's causing a little glare. Okay. Good morning to you. Good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, thank y'all so much. Hey, Percolator said, good morning, my preciousness. Mama P in the mix. Love all my precious gifts, which you are. Indeed. Hey, Mama. Mama said, thank y'all so much. She love all of y'all. Good morning to you, right? Good morning. All right, y'all. So exactly. But see, this is what, so y'all, somebody else said, but the truth hurts. But y'all, we got to get away from that. We got to get away from, so I'm telling you the truth. The truth may sting, right? But your truth may not be my truth. So when it comes to me and it stings in a different way, right? It stings in a way that you are trying to tell me who I am. Let me give you an example, and I'm gonna get into, I'm gonna tell y'all what the topic is this morning. Hey, Erica Bolden. Good morning. I love all those O's and R's and INGs. Y'all got me good this morning. I love it. Let me go ahead and take a little bit of a sip because y'all got the questions coming and we ain't even got to the topic yet this morning. Hold on. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Uh-huh. Hold on. And there it is right there. So for you who all are just coming in, seeing and hearing and feeling me for the first time, y'all, it may look like, it may sound like, it may even feel like a slurp, but that is definitely a sip. That's how we sip here at Titan in the Morning. We sip like this because everything is bigger in Texas unless you've been to Alaska. Bam, bam. Now let me get back to it, right? So y'all, I watched a podcast with a couple of friends. So y'all, in this work that I do, people will always what's the word should I say? People will always ask my opinion, right, on certain things, especially when it has to do with the LGBTQIA plus community, when it has to do with God, when it has to do with life or lifestyle, as people say it, when it has to do with perversion, as people call it, when it has to do with all of that, people will always send me clips and ask me what are my thoughts. So somebody sent me a clip yesterday. And so while I did not, how can I say this? Because this is going to sound, but you know, I can only say it one way. So anyway. Okay, Erica said, yes, that's how you know what's in the cup is good. Okay, because that's sip. Is that what it is? Titan said, one of the words said, Titan, can I tell you how much positive energy your vids brings that's posted on Christmas party? Oh, thank you so much. Yes, indeed. Yes, and I love that. I love that. So here's the thing. Yes, indeed, woman of the word. Tell me. So they sent me the clip, right? And I'm not going to mention the clip, like what the title of the clip is, but I'm going to tell you the experience that I had watching the clip. So y'all know my story. Y'all know that I'm a Black gay man who is HIV positive, and this year I'll be celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis, right? I say that because I am proud, and people, even on here in the mornings, will tell me that I shouldn't be proud of being gay, number one, right? Or having HIV, right? And so, hey, Catherine, yes, indeed. Thank you so much. So I shouldn't be proud of that, right? And so we're talking about truths. Your truth may be the truth in your corner of the world, in your space of the world, because you haven't experienced that. You haven't been through it. So your truth cannot be my truth, right? In that aspect. Now, what the pastor and the deacons did way back when, y'all know that's part of my story. They took me to the side and told me to stop doing what I'm doing. Now, I was only 11 years old, maybe 12, but I think I was 11, maybe 12, right? I was just going around being a kid, doing what I'm doing, and somewhere, somehow, a grown individual, right, said to me, or said to another grown individual, which happens to be the pastor and the deacons, that he needs to stop. He needs to do this. I didn't think I was different, right? But everybody told me that I was different. Now, here we go with the truths, right? That's your truth. You feel that I'm different, right? Because I was different, but it wasn't a difference in you saying that I'm different. You were saying, the people were saying that I'm different, and it's a fact, but it's a bad fact, right? It's a bad truth that I'm different. Here we go with the truths, right? I didn't know anything at the age of 11. I thought that I was like every other kid. I was doing everything in church like everybody else. I wanted to reach God. I wanted to reach heaven. But people in my church that was supposed to protect me and uplift me told me that I was an abomination, told me that I was nasty, that I would never see God. And I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what the abomination is. I don't even know what I'm doing wrong, right? Truth. Their truth, not my truth. So they took it up on themselves to give me the truth, right? And this is why I say here at Titan in the Morning, do what you do, but watch my shoes. Just because you believe it's to be true, just because you have experienced something and now you feel that it is the truth for you, it may not be the truth for me. Now, y'all know I always speak. I do I statements. I'm talking about me, I, he, right here in this chair, talking to y'all this morning. People will say to you what your truth is. You don't even know me from a can of paint. You don't even know who I am and what I am. As people have come on to these platforms and call me Miss Netta. People have come on to this platform and call me she, he. People have come on to this platform and said that you're an abomination. People have told me that this is against God, that I need to repent. What am I repenting for? What's against God? What is the abomination? I'm living my life. I didn't come to you for you to live my life. I didn't come to you for that, right? So your truth is your truth. So we have to really understand that there's a fine line between your truth and trauma. There's a fine line between your truth, right, and bullying. There's a fine line between your truth, right, and you perpetuating the stigma surrounding me being a Black gay man who is HIV positive. Now, y'all, I wasn't planning on doing it, but y'all know I followed the Spirit. The Spirit told me this morning that somebody right here, whoever you are, I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking to myself. You feel me? Stop taking people's word for truth when it's not your truth. It's not yours. You can have your opinion. You can speak it, but everybody has an opinion. Opinions are like holes. Everybody has one. And y'all know what I'm talking about, derriere holes. Everybody has one. And what comes out of that hole? You know what I'm saying? So 9 times out of 10, when somebody's coming to tell me the truth, the right from wrong, it's their truth. How they have navigated this world, how they have lived this world. So you don't know mine. Y'all, people have come on here, and I'm doing this because the individual that sent me this clip, I'm gonna get back to the clip. The individual that sent me this clip was saying, oh, Titan, you know, this is this and this and that. And I said, well, that may be their truth, right? It was a clip about 2 individuals that were ex-gay, that were saved or delivered from being gay, right? And it said delivered from LGBTQ is what it said, something like that. And I watched it, right? And I listened to it. And not that I needed any of that in my life, but I did, because this is the world that we live in. You feel what I'm saying? And the world that we live in believe that this is a perversion. They believe that this is not right, right? They don't believe that we deserve the same thing that they deserve. They believe that this is wrong. This is a spirit that attaches itself to you and do all of these things. But you're going to tell a child that doesn't know any better. And then here's the other part. They were putting on, you know, on the child, that the child had been touched, molested. Something happened for them to be this way. Now, y'all, I know this world, we have people in this world that are not right, that are sick, that do things like this, right? But this is just not an LGBTQ thing. This is all the way across the board, around the world, up and down in every corner and crevice. You can't get away from it. It is part of our culture. You know what I'm saying? So when I say to you, we're inclusive here. When I say to you that you can come here and you can say whatever it is that you want to say, when I say do what you do, but watch my shoes, that's what I mean. Because you can tell me all day long what your truth is, but you don't know how I got here. You don't know my truth. And so before I let you put that truth onto somebody that doesn't deserve it, somebody that's just trying to live their life, I'm going to tell you, do what you do, but watch my shoes. You can come in here and have your opinion. That's not a problem. Have your opinion. But we take, we take up the battle when you're trying to tell us who we are, and we are grown individuals. You feel me? I'm not new to this. I done been here. I done been around the block and stood on a couple of corners. There's nothing that you can say to me. You feel me? But everybody's not like that. And in this world, we got so much hate in this world for people just living their lives. So I go back to the clip that they sent me. The clip was talking about it was a perversion. Now, there was some perverted things that happened to these gentlemen, right? But it was the way that they spoke of the LGBTQ. This is what they said, not my words. This is how they spoke of it, as if it was something otherworldly, as if you were a demon, demonic, nasty. And I know people will say, well, that's what the Bible says, and the Bible says this, and the Bible says that. Each his own. What I got from the clip, right, is that in this world, we have so much work to still do, because people still believe that because things happen to them, it's because of that. They said numerous times that it was a perversion. They said numerous times that it was a lifestyle. They said numerous times that you are not born this way. They said numerous times that this is against God. This is nasty. They said numerous times that you are carrying that spirit around. And because you did certain things, or certain things happened to you, that spirit attached itself to you. You with me? And they are blaming themselves, right? Because these people, so it was something that they must have done, something that like they didn't know. They were kids. So it's not what's wrong with you, it's what happened to you, right? And a lot of times, y'all, we attach what happened to us, the guilt, the shame, the trauma, we attach that to us not being able to fight it off, not being able to resist it. We are human. But here's the thing. If it's such a perversion, if it's such a thing for the LGBTQ, what is it for everybody else? And that's it. So as I'm watching this, I did it so that I could be able to talk about it, but I don't like that, right? I don't like it. And that's my truth. And so I'm not inviting that in. I'm not inviting anybody onto my platform that's going to spew like that. Because again, that's your story. That's your truth. I can acknowledge it and we can move on. But there's a problem when you tell me, because this is what happened to you, this is how you feel, that I should do the same. And you don't know what I've been through. You don't know where I've been. You don't know what had happened to me. So y'all, when we speak on that, right? And I'm sorry, y'all, I'm talking. Y'all probably came in and I was talking. What I'm saying is somebody said, but what if the truth? What if you're telling the truth, right? Because I said, everybody is welcome. I said, but do what you do, but watch my shoes. We don't believe here at Titan in the Morning. Let's hear at Titan in the Morning that we're going to spew hate, that we're going to sit up here and tell you something. We are about uplifting. We are about love. We are about being here for one another. But if the truth hurts, then it hurts. And if you've ever been on my platform, any platform that I've been on, y'all know I speak the truth. I tell you if it's ugly, nasty, what it smelled like, what it felt like. I speak the truth. But y'all, here's the thing. My truth is not everybody else's truth. You feel me? So before I go in and say, you wrong for doing that, you wrong, sweetie girl, or you wrong, stop the hate, or you wrong, Erica, this is what you need to do because I did this and I know this and I know that. That is not my ministry. Yeah, that's not my ministry. No, it ain't. So thank you for the question. Back up there. I appreciate it. Thank you for the comment. Thank you all for the comments. But I just want to say this to you this morning. This is not what we do, right? This is not what we do. Hey, good morning, Boogie's Bowling. Good morning. Erica said, yes, so much hate. It's sad you can't help no one with the hate coming out of their mouth. Exactly. You can't. Stop the hate. Chris says, I'm going through. What's a policy reminder? Here we go. Here we go, y'all. I'm going through that right now, and I'm going 65. I'm going on 60. Come on, stop the hate, Chris. A lot of times that we have this, but this is something that's indoctrinated into our culture. So it's always that. Sweetie girl said, I'm sipping on that one. Okay, sweetie girl. Hey, Boogie's Boiling. Good morning. Katina said, yes, it's always hate. It's sad. Indeed, y'all. And so y'all see how I always, a woman of a word says safe spaces are rare. Indeed. And y'all, I always say this, right? A safe space, a brave space, right? An inclusive space. That's my thing with the Titan Capri experience. I'm going to always do that. But I have to understand that I am human. I am on this earth. I am in this world. And my truth is not always everybody's truth. You understand what I'm saying? So when I come and I talk to you and I say, this is my experience, then that's what it is. I'm telling you my truth. Now you can tell me, right, a woman of a word, that that's your same truth because you identify with that. But what if a woman of a word doesn't identify with that? Am I wrong for telling my truth about me? No, I'm not. But am I wrong to tell her truth about her and I don't even know her? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And so from this clip that I watched last night or yesterday, they were saying, but the Bible says this and the Bible says that. And y'all, I don't get into it with the people of the Bible. I don't do that. I believe in what I believe in, and I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm not going to do it. Not going to happen, right? However, I will stand in my truth. My experience was such, and this is what it was. That's my experience. And that's that. Let's see what we said here. And then I want to speak to Stop the Hate Chris just for a second. Thank you for speaking on that. A lot of times we think that because we are older, right, that we should be okay with it. It should be done. It's not a thing. Let me express this, y'all. We all have a journey, right? And I'm gonna just use you as an example for a second. Stop the hate, Chris. I don't know you from a can of paint on that. I do thank you for being in with us this morning, but I want to say this. I am someone who later on in life got it, right? But it took me, like I said earlier, I've been around the block and I stood on a couple of corners. I had to stand on a couple of corners to really understand it. Y'all, we have talked about our traumas, right? A lot of times we don't know that we have these traumas because they're not ours. Somebody put these traumas on us and we have carried them around. So therefore we can be up in age. I'm 53, soon to be 54. And Stop the Hate Chris said he's 65, right? And let me know if I'm got your right pronouns. Stop the Hate Chris. But 65, it happens later in life because we're human. We don't understand the traumas that were placed on us when we were younger. We don't understand how that forms our life and pushes us in a way. We don't understand how things that happen to us change us forever. And I know that we go around and we pick our traumas back up, right? You're human. That's going to happen. We pick our traumas back up. But when you understand what that trauma is, when you understand, like I had to understand that the trauma was not mine. I had trauma being born into the space and the place that I was born into, the family I was born into, the friends, the neighborhood, the community that I was born into. And it's nothing against them on that. It's a fact. You are born into certain traumas, and it's just what it is. But what I do know about trauma is that 9 times out of, I'm going to say 8 out of 10, it's not your trauma. It's trauma that you have vicariously picked up by somebody else. It's trauma that you have been in a space or place that has been put on you. It's trauma that your family and friends or your loved ones have sat in your lap and you took it and now it's yours. And you've been running with it for 20, 30 years. I know that to be fact. But who am I to tell you, put down your trauma now and never pick it up again? Because I don't know what your trauma does in your life. I don't know where it's at. That's why I'm always a component of mental health, therapy, counseling, seeking it. Because a lot of times we have things locked up. And on this clip that I'm talking about, they were talking about how they did not remember the SA. They didn't remember those things, right? Until they were activated and something clicked. And y'all, we do that. A trauma response is for us to bury it. A trauma response is for us to cope with it. Coping mechanism. A trauma response is for us to hide it. Why? Because it's something that we felt we brought on ourselves. So let me close this up about this clip, all right? Katina said, I stay in my lane. I got much going on for me to, okay, I got too much going on. Okay, to be hating someone else. Indeed. David said, at Stop the Hate Chris. Indeed. One of the words said, the book has far too many contradictions. Indeed. One of the words said, your truth is your truth. Indeed. Indeed. Let's see here. Unity is rare. Yes, you are right. Let's see. Thank you all for the follows. Thank you all for that. Hey, January. January said, hey, my baby. Hey, how you doing? Stop the Hate Chris said, we have to really raise above the things that happen from a childhood throughout our lives. It's hard. Indeed, it's hard. And you know what I want to say? Stop the Hate Chris. And this is something that I had to really, really come to terms with. It's okay, right? If it takes you a little bit longer to rise above those things. Everybody is different. My journey may be 10, 15, 20 years. Your journey may be 5. You know what I'm saying? Some people may be 6 months. It's those things like that, right? And I had to stop beating myself up. Again, I statements. I had to stop beating myself up because I wasn't there. Because I wasn't at the finish line. Because I didn't get there like everybody else so-called got there. But what I learned and what I understood is that everybody played the game, that they got there, but they were still dealing with their traumas just like I was. They just knew how to mask theirs differently. My grandmother used to say that you can sweep it under the rug until it becomes a problem, and then you're going to trip over it again and again and again until you deal with that problem. And that's that. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for the comments. Thank you all for being here. This is an inclusive space. Yes, I am part of the LGBTQIA plus community. I am a HIV positive individual, but I'm also a son, a brother. I'm also a father. Me and my baby girl talked last night, and we talked about what I'm about to tell you the topic is, right? And I have children. I am part of the Capri family. I have children. I have grandchildren that are part of this chosen family, right? There are family members that I don't talk to, that are blood that I don't talk to. But I have a chosen family. And so I want to say this to you all. There are people out there like myself, like you, that want to see things better, that want to see things, that want to have more love in this world. And this is what I'm talking about today. The chosen connection is family. Y'all, a lot of y'all I've met, not through blood. Y'all not my family through blood, but y'all are my family. Y'all are part of my village, my tribe, my gang, and my chosen family, right? And what I mean by that is the chosen connection. We are connected. And you choose, right? Some family members that you were born with, they are not. People tell you all the time blood is thicker than water, but somebody lied. Somebody diluted that blood with the water. I have the right to choose my family. You feel what I'm saying? I have the right to choose because I have been through some things, because I have been up and down and around, because I've been around the block and stood on a couple of corners. The chosen connection is family. January, talking about how many children you have. Look, January, I have one biological daughter, but I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have about 10 children that I say, but a lot of people call me Papa. A lot of people call me Dad, right? I have one biological child, but then also my nieces and nephews, you know, are part of my children and things like that. So I have quite a few, right? I have quite a few. But again, here we go with the chosen family, right? Hey, the King. Good morning, Positive King. Good morning. Okay, Erica said, gang, gang, just a call away. Indeed, Erica. And then, Erica, I'm going to use you for a second if I can, right? If I can. Erica is somebody that is part of my chosen family. I met Erica while I was doing a radio show. Baby, woo. Okay, sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich. Yes, indeed. Anyways, I met Erica with doing the radio show, right? And me and Erica have been down like 4 flat tires and we ain't going nowhere, right? A lot of times we don't get to choose who our family is, right? Because we're born into a family, into blood family. However, the chosen connection, I chose, when I connected with her, I chose her as my family. She didn't know it at the beginning. Because, baby, from the moment she walked through that door at that radio station and we sat down and we started talking, she was already my family. She was part of my gang already. And we have been like that, and it's been years. It's been years. Now, me and Erica may not talk every single day, but something is going on. Erica is telling me congratulations. Something going on with her. I'm telling her congratulations. We show up for each other. We talk to each other. We pray with each other. We make sure that we are there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do all of those things for each other. That's my chosen family. Right? No, Erica is not blood, but she just said right here and not going nowhere. And not going nowhere. And Stop the Hate Chris said, your blood can hurt you the most, and they know your childhood hurt story, blaming me. And indeed, Stop the Hate Chris, because here's the thing. Y'all, I have had people talk to me, right, to help me. No, hold on. Let me situate myself. I have had people talk to me, pray for me, right? To be there for me. And in the same sentence, in the same paragraph, they have damned me to hell. They have told me the very thing, Stop the Hate Chris, that I was told during my trauma in my childhood. They have said the very same thing. But they feel that it's okay for them to say that because it's their truth. And I should be able to take the truth. And I shouldn't be upset about that because I'm speaking the truth. The chosen connection is family. The chosen connection is family. This morning, I want to talk to you about your chosen connection, y'all, because what we believe that we must keep this connection that we were born into. And I want to tell y'all something on this. We're not finna gatekeep. I got a key to that gate. And every time that you act up and act a fool and run amok up in my house, my life, up in my house, my life, I'm opening that gate and I'm kicking you out. We done. My cutoff game is strong. I don't have time for it anymore. Back then, I believed that I needed you because you were my family. And family was important. Always have been and always will be. I needed you by me because you are my family. But the chosen connection, I had to sever that connection because it wasn't good for me anymore. The connection that I choose, I choose life. I choose love. I choose friendship. I choose laughter. I choose honesty. That's what I choose. And a lot of my family members were not giving me that, even though I had never disrespected them. I had never treated them any differently. I love them because they are part of my family. But I didn't get the same in return. And I'm going to tell you something. Anybody, mother, father, son, brother, aunt, uncle, friend, foe, baby, boo-bay, tutu, ha-ha, anybody that tells you that your life means nothing, right? They are not your family. They are not your family. Anybody that tells you that you need to shut it up and drive on. They used to tell us that in the military. I'm an Army vet, right? The Army used to tell me, suck it up and drive on. You don't complain, right? Just like in the food when we were in basic training. You eat it now and taste it later. Like, we don't have time for that. Total line. You could be broken down, hurt, all of these things. You got to understand. January said, how's your relationship with your baby's mother? It's good, baby. Let me express something to you. It's good. We speak. But let me tell you, January, my baby is 28. My baby is 28. Okay? My baby is 28. She ain't a baby, but I still call her baby girl. She's 28, but I still call her baby girl. I just did this again this weekend after coming home from a funeral. I cut everyone off. And you know what? Stop the hate, Chris. Sometimes you got to do what you have to do. Sometimes you got to take yourself out of the equation, right? In order for you to have peace. The chosen connection is family. I'm connected to you, but I choose the family members. I choose them. Y'all, I want to say this to you. You have the right to choose. I got the right to tell you that I don't F with you no more. I got the right to tell you to stop in your tracks. I got the right to tell you that this changes us forever. You feel me? I have that right. Because people will come into your space, people will come into your world, people will come into your life, and they will run amok. If you do not set expectations and boundaries, if you can't tell them they stepping on your shoes, then who's going to tell them? How many times have they come into your life and ran amok and left you there to pick up the pieces? How many times have they come in and talked down to you and told you you were less than nothing and you were left there with that trauma box? How many times have they come in to tell you that you are wrong? You are wrong. Stop the hate, Chris. You are wrong. You are wrong. You should have never done that. But they do nothing to hear your story, to understand you, to uplift. They do nothing. The chosen connection is family. As I watched that clip, A lot of things became clear in that clip. Erica, ha ha, baby, toot toot, ha ha, whoever. Okay, all of them, Erica. Hey, KB, well, good morning. Erica says, dump on you and left you with they trash, and now you the bag person. Exactly. Y'all know I talk about bags. I just said on Sunday, right? Stop picking up other people's baggage. That's that trauma, right? The chosen connection is family. Let me say this to y'all. Let me say it loud and clear. Hold on. Let me take a sip, though. Because I got into this topic and I didn't even sip. And I'm so sorry, y'all. Let me sip. Let me sip. And y'all, while I'm sipping, I need y'all TikTok, tippity tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that you are in. Show me some love. I got a goal of 300 roses. See if y'all can go ahead on and get that for me. Go on over to the TikTok shop and get you a Titan in the Morning mug. Get you some t-shirts, socks, tote bags. You can even get you some candles if you just click on that little link up there. But I think I pinned it as well. Hey, good morning to you. Good morning. Casey said, good morning. Hey, Casey, good morning. Oh, Casey, it's been a while, huh? How you doing this morning? Good morning. So, y'all, I'm going back to what Erica said, that now you're the bad person, right? So here's the thing. We are, what I have understood and what I've gotten out of therapy is that it's a way. So let me go back to the clip real quick. While y'all are over there tippity tapping the screen and doing what y'all doing and all that good stuff. One thing that came from the clip, it was clear that something had happened to them and family did not step in and uplift. One of them said that the family didn't believe them. And it kept going back to this and that. And y'all, there's a problem when we cannot be held accountable for where we are. And this is what I learned. This is me through therapy. The chosen connection is family. Sometimes, y'all, that connection is toxic. Sometimes, y'all, that connection, it could be your mother, it could be your father, it could be a friend, it could be a cousin. The connection is toxic. Because these two gentlemen were talking about the experience that they had. And you can still tell that it was hard for one of the gentlemen in particular to keep talking about that because it was so graphic, right? And a lot of times what we don't understand is that things don't happen outside of the house most of the time. They happen inside of the house, right? They happen inside of the house. Hey, Roscoe, good morning over on Podbean. Good morning. Good morning. Casey said, I know, friend, I'm doing amazing. Good, good. Well, glad to see you in. I'm glad that you're back. Thank you so much, a woman of a word. Thank you so much for the roses and the gifts. Thank you all so much. Erica said it best. Bag lady, you're going to miss your stuff carrying all them bags. Like, let me tell you, Erica, you know, I always quote that, right? I'm going to get back to it real quick. But I always quote that, right? Because the words are, bag lady, you gonna hurt your bag. Carrying all them bags like that. I guess nobody ever told you all you have to hold on to, and I'm slowing it down because I need y'all to hear this, is you. It's you. We have been told, we have been born and bred to believe that it's not us, that we have to get this from somewhere else, y'all, and y'all can feel how you want to feel because I know this is what these gentlemen were saying. Y'all, we are human. We are on this earth doing human things. Do I believe in spirit? Do I believe in God? Do I believe in Holy Ghost? Yes. But I'm telling you now, you are standing in the midst right? And a lot of times you are not taught. They talked about, sex being taught. Don't nobody talk about that. They said that they grew up in Christian homes, and that was never talked about. And to be clear, y'all, I'm talking about their story, right? Their story. This is how they felt. So I watched as much as it's like 3 hours long, but I watched about an hour or so of it, right? Because I wanted to get the gist of it. Why did this person send this over to me? And then when I talked to my daughter said, you know what? Because I was telling her about my hey baby, look, I'm gonna say hey to my daughter, hey, because she came up with this thought for the day. I was telling her that I am moving forward, and y'all know I have what I call the Titan Capri experience, right? And I keep saying that we need to have a human experience, right? Period. A lot of times we take the human aspect out of things. We are growing children up too fast, right? And they kept saying things like, because of the children, you're doing this because of the children. Once this is doing this and this and this, y'all, I have no agenda. And I'm part of the LGBTQ. Now, can I say that about everybody? Maybe not. But I think it's wrong for you to generalize all of us saying that this is what we do. We have an agenda. Our agenda is to do this, right? Our agenda is to do this. And in order for you to be okay, then you must be saved from this. They didn't say it out loud, but they said that in order for you to have this demon, this spirit on you, something had to have happened to you. Meaning that it was a demonic spirit from someone else that came over to you. The one gentleman said that because you have been with so many people, and he was talking about same sex, so many people, that those spirits were attaching themselves to him and they wanted to change him. And y'all, I don't believe that, but that's his story, his truth, what he believes. Going back to that, a chosen connection is family. I chose my family because the people that were around me were toxic. They believed that their truth was my truth. Y'all, I had to go somewhere where my truth was my truth, and other people could stand next to me. Other people could stand behind me, around me, uplift me, and understand that my truth is my truth and that I'm on my journey and that I'm going to get to where I need to be. But you can't press fast forward and get me there before my time. You can't do it. And whether you believe that it's a demon, whether you believe that you were born this way, whether you believe something happened to you and all of a sudden now you are like this, whatever you believe, that's your truth. But you are wrong for telling somebody else that they cannot be. So my chosen connection is family. I chose the connection. I choose the connection with you all. I choose that because that's where I thrive. That's where I'm good. That's where my blessings are. That's where I can display my gifts to you all, and I'm good. You feel me? That other connection, that was no good for me. It was toxic for me. Literally, it was slowly unaliving me. And y'all, I couldn't get away from it because it was family. You don't leave family. You stick with family. Even though family would hurt, harm, shame, even though family would attack, SA, all of those things to you, you are not supposed to say anything outside of this house. What happens in this house stays in this house. And that's why we have this culture that we have. I can't be right. And so somebody said to me, well, Titan, they are right. It's in the Bible. It's all of those things. And I said, you know what? You can have that. Okay, stop the hate, Chris. Somebody will be praying for me. Right? But see, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Y'all ever talk about a forked tongue? Okay, a catch-22. You know what I mean? I had to stop letting people pray for me. Huh. Some of y'all gonna get that in the parking lot. Okay. Yeah, stop that, Chris. I had to stop letting people pray for me. I had to stop letting some people put hands on me, meaning lay hands on me. I'm not talking about the other way because you know I fights. But I'm talking about laying them praying hands on me. Everybody can't pray for you. Just like those gentlemen were talking about those spirits, just like they were talking about all of those things. You are human. And let's be real. If the spirit exists, if it's a spirit, then it means it can attach to anybody. The same way God can be with everybody, so can the spirit. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't sit here and say that it's me that's doing this. You feel me? So I understand because I do this advocacy work. And I understand that my journey is not your journey. So I have to meet you where you are at. But I can call a spade a spade. The chosen connection is family. I choose where I'm at. And y'all, I want to say this. It took me a while to truly understand that I was in control of this connection. It took me a while to understand that if you are not doing me any good, I can let you go. If you are hurting my spirit, I can let you go. You with me? The chosen connection is family. My daughter said something to me last night. She said, Dad, your cutoff game is strong. She said, because I know you'll be cordial, but that's it. I said, exactly. Y'all, and for the life of me, when I started doing this, when I started coming to the realization that I had that power, I felt guilty. I felt guilty because they need me. I was put on this earth to do what I do. This is my purpose. But if we want to get into that, the devil is a lie. mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, Auntie, said hello, nephew. Hey, Auntie, I haven't seen you in a while. I need to lay eyes on you. I need to lay eyes on you and Unc. Hey, Auntie, tell Unc I said hello as well. It has been a while. It has been a while. You're right, Katina. You can't let everybody pray for you. You can't. Woman of Word said on point. Okay. Stop the hate. Chris said, I am a true believer in therapy. I had to seek it out because I was in self-destructive mode. Again, y'all, and a lot of times you can see. So have you ever, I always, make the correlation with this, right? You ever see something happen in a movie and it's happening, but then they slow it down so you could see things like happening. You know what I mean? And it's like that. Stop the hate, Chris. It's like that. It's like I'm seeing it happening, but I can't stop myself. Like I'm steady going because of the hurt, the shame, the guilt, the trauma, because I can't speak about it. I can't be who I am. I can't love who I love. I have to do it in secret and behind closed doors and around the corners and all of these things. I wasn't good. I wasn't good, right? And does that mean that my parents or my family members or that they were demonic and nasty and all of that? No, but they're human as well. They had crap going on in their life that they probably could not deal with, right? And as a coping mechanism, right, I'm going to point out what's wrong with you, right? Because I've read one more Bible verse than you have, so I'm better. You with me? Katina said, friend, I love the fact that you speak your mind. Indeed, indeed. Marky said, I'm so blessed. Indeed, Marky. Woman of a word said, true, we have the right to choose family as we go on. Indeed. KB Wells says, therapy can be beautiful for us if we have the right match. The connection, KB Well, the connection, right? I love the connection I have with my therapist, right? Because I had to do this for me, right? We don't believe that therapy helps. We don't do that. We don't go and sit on the couch. We don't do that kind of stuff, you know, because that's how we were born and raised. We were raised, y'all, I was born in the 70s. We were raised to deal with it in-house. We were raised that if you cut yourself, open up a vein, that we was going to stitch it back up, you know, in the kitchen, at the table. We're going to make sure that you're good before we take you to a doctor. You know what I'm saying? So think about your life in that aspect. Look how long you have been trying to get the remedy to this life that you've been trying to lead and live, and you cannot get there because you don't have the right tools. You don't have the right utensils. You don't have a 12 gauge needle. You don't have gauze. You don't have anesthesia. You don't have those things. You don't have those things. You know what I mean? Yes, because stigma, a woman of a word just said it for real, for real. Stigma is attached to therapy. But let me also say this, trauma is attached to therapy as well. Because we have been traumatized of what therapy will do to us. We have been put in a trauma situation that we don't speak about our dirty laundry for the sake of something happening. So my trauma response to everybody else's trauma is, I'm just going to deal with it. I'm going to push it way, 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 way down. And I don't need no therapist. I don't need counseling. I don't need therapy, right? I don't need a vacation. I don't need time away. I don't need any of that. And one of the words said, we were taught to pray. That's good, but not all. Indeed. And a woman of a word, and y'all, here's the thing. Okay, Auntie, yes, yes, indeed, we do. Here's the thing. I pray. You understand what I'm saying? But let me say this, and let me say it clear and loud. Prayer without work is dead. I believe, right? And I'm going to say I, because this is not everybody's belief. But I believe that if you don't put no work behind it, and this is anything that you do in this world, anything that you do, if you don't put no work behind it, it will go to the ceiling and back down to the floor. It ain't going nowhere. It has no substance. It has no oomph. It has no gravy. It has no seasoning because you're not doing anything. Hey, Katina. Katina said, friend, I got to go. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much, Katina. I appreciate you. Thank you for being in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace and blessings. The chosen connection is family. This is why I said I can't let everybody pray for me. I can't let everybody lay hands on me. Because some people, unbeknownst to them, are faking the funk. Some people, unbeknownst to them, because it has been masked and this is what you should do, don't know Peter from Paul. People do this like it's a banner. Oh, I know scripture. Do you know your life? If you can quote me a scripture, can you quote your life? Can you speak open and honestly about your life? The way you speak open and honestly about this scripture? And the Bible is up for interpretation. Yours is different than mine. Again, Your truth is different than mine. So the chosen connection is family. Y'all, I have a village, tribe, gang, and chosen family. And I am always, always building a bridge so we can close that gap. Because what I know is that my purpose on this earth is to be me. But I have to be honest with myself. I had to take inventory on my life. And I had to have a chosen connection. Everybody can't be your friend. Everybody can't be your family. And it's okay if you tell your family the truth. I don't F with you. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it because I know y'all have said it. Y'all have stood there and you have listened to people spew nastiness and hate and all of these things. You have had people stand in your face and lie to you. And you said to yourself in that moment, you said, so you just gonna lie to my face? You just gonna tell me that? So then let me tell you, because this is the last time that you're gonna stand and play in my face. This is the last time that you're gonna sit up here and lie to me to my face, thinking that I'm somebody that you can manipulate and play with. This is the last time. You know, after today, we're done. You don't get to come and disrespect me anymore. You don't get to come and talk up under my clothes and talk about who I am and what I am. You don't get to damn me to hell. You don't get to do those things anymore. So after today, we're done. And I got to be okay with that. I have to stand by that. Y'all, I had to let some people go. It hurt, but they were hurting me. They were harming me. I had to let them go in order for me to go on. I tried to keep the connection, but the connection was not so. And I love them. But how can you love someone that constantly is hurting you, putting you down? You could never be the one. The chosen connection is family. But hear me when I say this. Hear me when I say this. You make the choice. You need to protect your peace at all times. In the beginning, it's going to hurt. In the beginning, you are not going to understand why you are alone and by yourself. In the beginning, you're going to think that you did the wrong thing by speaking up and telling them what's on your mind, how you feel in your heart. I'm a firm believer in you tell somebody how they stepped on your shoes. Again, do what you do, but watch my shoes. How many times am I going to buy new kicks? How many times am I going to make sure that I got the nice kicks, pearly whites, or the colors? How many times am I going to show up smelling good, looking good, feeling good, only for you to make me regret that I even came? Make me second guess who I am on this earth and in this world. Make me second guess that God made a mistake. How many times? So let me do it for you. No more. Zero. We are done. We are done. In order for me to thrive, in order for me to be who I am, I have to make this chosen connection. I got to say to myself, is it worth it, Titan? Is it worth it? And be honest with yourself, because if it's not worth it, I have to cut it. Snip, snip. I got to let it go. If you have been somewhere, you've been invited somewhere, and we're going to make it this basic. You've been invited somewhere, and you get there, and you wonder why in the AT double hockey sticks you are there. Why didn't I stay home? Why didn't I say no? Why didn't I stand up for me? If you are constantly doing that, you are constantly doing it, being there, doing this, doing that, you got some work to do. I'm not telling you what you should do. I'm saying in this spiritual world, in this energy, in this vibe and frequency that we have, something is off. And you need to call a spade a spade. Mama, I can't do that no more. Mama, please stop doing that. Mama, this is the way I feel when that happens. Brother, don't do that no more. Cousin, stop doing that. Stop inviting me places where you know I'm not welcome. Stop inviting me to things that you know my LGBTQIA plus community is not welcome. I love you as well. Stop inviting me to places where I can't be myself. Stop inviting me. You with me? And y'all stop accepting the invitation. Stop accepting the invitation. You don't owe them nothing. I choose the connection. I choose it, but I also choose to sever it as well. The chosen connection is family. Human decency is your right. And if they can't give that to you, then you got work to do. And y'all, here's the thing. Something real simple I want you to do, because I'm going to get out of here in a little bit. What I want you to do is this. Repeat after me. Do what you do, but watch my shoes. If you don't do nothing else, if you can't formulate the words, if you can't say this or that, if you can't tell somebody what it is, I want you to stop, breathe, and I want you to just say it. Do what you do, but watch my shoes. And yeah, I don't care if they don't understand it. I don't care if they don't get it, but they'll get it. And if they don't get it, tell them to Google it. Stop stepping on my shoes. Stop stepping on my life. Stop stepping on my heart and my spirit and my soul. Stop. Just because your truth is your truth, that doesn't mean it's mine. So do what you do, but watch my shoes. Stop the Hey Chris said, I tuned into the place today. I tuned into the right place today. Thank you for your healing message. It was needed to heal me today. Indeed, Stop the Hey Chris. I appreciate you. Stop the Hey Chris. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Go ahead on and make sure that you like, follow, share. Tippity tap, tap the middle of that screen. I would love to see you back. Come on in, kick off your shoes, spend a little time with us and do what we do. Auntie said, you sure right about that, nephew. Everybody can't be your friend or your family, baby. Haja Juju. Okay. Everybody can't be. Can't be. Okay. Auntie said already. Indeed. Indeed. Okay. Hey, Podbean over there. Show me some thumbs up. Show me some hearts. Show me some love. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, X. Y'all show me some thumbs up. Show me some hearts. Show me some love. Y'all like, y'all follow, y'all share, do all of that good stuff. TikTok, y'all tippity tap, tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that y'all are in. Let me know that y'all are here with me. I know I'm shaking, huh? Look, I'm over here tapping the screen. Okay. Thank you all so much. Look, Y'all, this is what we do. We come in here and we make sure, right? We make sure. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's tight in the morning. Y'all come see me. Y'all come chill with me. Y'all come talk to me. Come talk to me. Come and sip. Let's do that, right? Let's do that. Y'all know what I say all the time, right? There is a constant in this world, and it's love, but we need more of it, more self-love. We need more self-love. Oh, that's good. Hold on. Today's topic: the chosen connection is family. That means that I chose you. That means that I chose you. The chosen connection is family. That means I chose you. I chose you. I chose you to be great. I chose you because of your spirit. I chose you because of your life, the way that you do things. I chose you because your energy is great. I chose you because you're God's child. I chose you because you are a blessing. I chose you. Them other people. And y'all, I want to say this because I know that somebody is sitting here listening to this, watching this, and saying to themselves, but Titan, I can't. You might not be able to do it right now, but in time, you'll be able to do it. And what I mean is, you don't have to be mean and nasty and ugly to someone. You just have to speak your truth. I didn't like that. Please don't do that. That activates me when you do things like that. Last night, I'm going to talk about this. Last night, watching that podcast, I was activated for a moment because some of the rhetoric that they were spewing remind me of being a part of a church or a congregation that was doing everything under the sun, but I was the bad person. Now, mind you, I just thought I was being a kid. It is wrong for adults to put that type of trauma and hurt and shame and guilt on a child's shoulders. It's wrong for an adult to over sexualize children in that manner. It's wrong for people to put their traumas that have not been addressed onto the children. I used to be on a radio show that I talked about that me and Erica was my guest. And that's how we became chosen family. But on that radio show and on these platforms that I'm on now, people will always say, it's about the children. Look at what you're doing to the children. Y'all, I don't want to do nothing to no children. You see what I'm saying? So people put a blanket statement out there, and all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. And I don't even know what I'm being bad for. But because I am who I am, and I show up as my true authentic self, I am already labeled as the bad guy. And y'all know the things that they label us as. People tell me all the time, why do you always have to mention LGBTQ? Why you always have to mention HIV? Why you always have to mention this and that? Because that's my life. You don't know my life. You don't know what I've been through. So my prayer, right? Because you tell me to pray, my prayer. And the answer I got back from the Spirit, but hold on. I can't get an answer back from the Spirit. God can't answer me because I am LGBTQ. I am an abomination. So I can't get that. But let me tell you something about my God. Said to me, you have one purpose. One. And y'all are probably saying, Titan, what's that purpose? And God said, to be you. To be you. Speak your truth. Talk about those things that you have been through, because there's so many other people out there. But understand you are not a mistake. Understand you belong here. All of those things that I'm mentioning right now, I believe not to be so. I believe what they told me. Because I was different. I wasn't right. So it had to be an abomination. It had to be demonic. It had to be nasty. Could you imagine somebody telling a child that? Pray the gay away. Oh, I'm going to beat you straight. I'm going to do all of it. No. In this world, y'all, in this world where we have good and bad, in this world where we have people that have walked on the moon, in this world where we have chemical engineering, we can look at things, we have medications, we have scans that can scan the brain and our bodies. We know how our bodies work. In this world where your body can heal itself, in this world where there are cures for diseases, in this world where there is a phone or a laptop that I can sit in my house and broadcast across the world, it's hard to believe that you are not an abomination. It's hard to believe that LGBTQ plus individuals are natural. They are still discovering things down in the deepest part of the ocean that we've never seen before. But you can't be born this way. They have been moon, see the sun, telescopes that can tell you what's out in space. We know that there are planets. But you can't be born this way. Somewhere in this big world, this universe, this magnificent place, you can't be. The chosen connection is family. I choose to move away from that. I choose to not live in that. I choose to be who I am, who I believe God made me to be. I choose to show up as my authentic self. Now, here's the thing. How I show up is how I show up. That's me. There's nobody different in this world. You can't do. Stop the hate. Chris says, I asked God the same thing and he gave me that same answer. Y'all look, let me tell you something. And I'm gonna go ahead on and end this. I'm saying this because somebody just and I want to say this um for this person that just sent me this message. I hate that you're going through. Okay. So in 2024, this person, and I'm gonna just say a little bit, right? This person is saying that they were told that God did not want them on this earth and that they needed to unalive themselves. And they tried. I want to say this to you and to anybody else out there that's going through something. I hold space for you. I don't believe that you were a mistake. Everybody has a reason. And y'all, there's good and bad on this earth, and things are going to happen. And if I can help it, I want you to know that I am here for you. I don't know in what capacity, but how can I support you? Y'all, I feel that it is wrong for people to tell you that you don't deserve life. That's not godly. That's not of the Spirit. That's not the Holy Ghost. And then how can someone say they love you, but want you to end it, but they love you? This is why I'm saying to you all, the chosen connection is family. Y'all, I'm just not popping. Pop, 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 pop. I'm just not popping these lips just to be pop. Like, there is something going on in this world where we have the human race, right? That we are on this earth, and there's so many divisions, there's so many things. And I say all the time that love is constant, but we need more of it. We need more of self-love. I'm just going to call this individual John, right? And John, I want to tell you, I'm looking into these screens. John is over here, but I'm looking into these other screens as well. I want to tell you, John, that you are God's child. Regardless of how you show up, regardless of how you are there in that moment, in this moment, we are here for you. You need to talk to somebody. You come and you talk to me. Send me a message. We will get together. We will chat. We will do whatever it is we need to do. And it doesn't matter if you're here in the state of Texas. It doesn't matter with that. What I'm saying is, y'all, the chosen connection is family. It's a horrible thing if your own family is telling you that you are not worth it. I want to tell you that you will not be. This is for everybody. But John, specifically right now, because I want to talk to you. You are not a mistake. You may not have found what your purpose is as of yet. And the world may be telling you that you need to stop and you need to be done. But I want to tell you, unless, right, the higher power has told you that you are done, you are not done. You are not done. If you're not able to right now to do it physically, meaning move, get away, do mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, I want you to move. Take your mind away from that space. Take your mind away from that space. Take your emotions away from that space. take your spirit away from that space. And y'all, let me explain. You get them together and you understand where they fall in your life and how things affect you. Protect your peace. You with me? We got to take ourselves away sometimes so that we can come back and handle it. But I want to be clear. I'm human. There are certain things that I cannot do right now, right? Because it will affect me differently than the person standing next to the other person standing next to that person over there. I have to understand what battles are mine. And right now, in this moment, I want to tell you that battle of them telling you this, that's not your battle. The battle that's yours is to be okay with who you are. And then you'll be able to fight that battle over there. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to take myself out of the equation because I blamed myself for being the common denominator in the equation. You with me? I had to take myself away, and I had to do it in a way, right, that didn't show a change to them until I was ready. Because sometimes you change on a drop of a dime and they will change as well. They will find another way to attack you. They will find another way to come at you. So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that you don't have to put up your dukes and fight. I'm not saying don't do that. What I'm saying is protect your peace. Everybody is not a fighter. Everybody can't handle conflict like that. And if you are one of those individuals that cannot, then you find a way to handle what you need for you. You find a way to protect your peace. You find a way. But John, we hold space for you. We are here for you. Please come back. Please reach out to me if you need anything. And notice I didn't tell John, you better. No. At your own pace, at your own time. I understand that. We want to heal people right off the bat. And a lot of times we cannot heal someone that's not ready to heal. Let me be clear. Let me go back. We cannot start the healing process because a lot of us are not healed. We are healing from it, right? We cannot start the healing process because we're not ready. We still believe that we're at fault. We still believe that we are the demon. We still believe that we are the abomination. We still believe that we are not worthy of love and life and laughter. We still believe that. When you are ready, sometimes you got to take yourself out of the equation. And when you are ready, John, seek some professional help. But let me say this. I'm not telling you that's what you should do right now in this moment if you're not ready. What I'm saying is, what makes John tick? What is going on right now with John? How does John see John? When you're looking in the mirror, is John okay with what's staring back? Have you set those boundaries and those expectations in your life? It sounds like a lot. But the thing that we have to do that's not a lot is just take a step. And I believe today your step was telling us your truth, or telling me and me giving everybody a version of that, right? But I want to, yeah. I was talking with my daughter last night and I told her about my Titan Capri experience. And she said, "Oh," she said, "Dad, okay, well, let me make sure I'm hearing you correctly. You just want people to have a human experience." And I said, "Yes, because so many of my experiences that I've had have taken the human aspect out of it. They treat you as you're something other than human." Y'all with me? So, John and everybody else that's on here today, I want to thank you for being part, right, of that chosen connection, that family. I want to thank you for your comments, for your concerns, for your understanding. I want to thank you for your truths. I want to thank you for understanding. I want to thank you for loving. I want to thank you for clicking, right? Because y'all, we know that we can't do this by ourselves. But I want to thank you all for the love. And I appreciate you for where you are in your life right now. So I want to say to you today, the chosen connection is family. And because I choose this connection with you, I love you right where you're at in this moment. I love you right where you're at in this moment. You will have other moments, but you will not have this moment again. Love yourself right where you're at in this moment. We're going to do it today, y'all. We're going to do it today. I hope that you all are still on. I want you to take your hands and your arms, right? And I want you to raise them up. And if you can't do it physically, do it mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And I want you to wrap them arms around you. And y'all know how when the kids hug somebody, they do it all dramatic. I want you to hug yourself just like that. I don't care if it look crazy. I don't care if it feels crazy, right? I don't care if it feels like, oh my God, I can't do that. I'm a grown person. You know, I'm of age. Hug yourself. Hug yourself. Hug yourself real. And I want you to repeat these words after me, but put your name where my name is. Put your name where my name is. And I want you to say this. But hold on. I want you to look into your phone, look into your laptop, look into the mirror, look to the ceiling, look to the floor, look to the universe, look to the deepest part of the ocean. And I want you to repeat these words. Put your name where my name is. Titan, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Put your name where my name is. Titan, I love you right where you're at in this moment, flaws and all. You will have other moments, but you will not have this moment. You don't have to ask for it. You don't have to return it with a receipt. I love you right where you're at in this moment. Hug yourself real tight. No. Titan, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Okay, y'all, let's go. Let's get it. Aunt Deborah, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Stop the hate, Chris. I love you right where you're at in this moment. Red Baby G, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Ski, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Larry, I love you right where you're at in this moment. A Woman of a Word, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Amethyst, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Roscoe, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Erica, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Casey, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Julia, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Miss Gwen, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Percolator, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Katina, I love you right where you're at in this moment. A woman of a word, I think I may have said you already, but I love you right where you're at in this moment. Marky, I love you right where you're at in this moment. The King, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Tina, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Black, I love you right where you're at in this moment. KB Well, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Let's see. Daryl, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Sweetie girl, I love you right where you're at in this moment. January, I love you right where you're at in this moment. I think I said you already. The King, but we'll say it again. I love you right where you're at in this moment. Beauty, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Terrell, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Franny, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Just, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Boogie's Boiling, I love you right where you're at in this moment. David, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Let's see. I think I said Sweetie Girl, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Let's see. Who else did I have? The Man, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Kirby, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Oscar, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Maria, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Catch, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Dex, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Kath Lou, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Okay, wait a minute. James, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Teeter, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Screaming, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Paul, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Peter, okay, I had just said Peter and Paul. I love you right where you're at in this moment. And Castaway, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Look, y'all, I love y'all right where you're at in this moment. We have love in this world, right? But we know that we need more self-love. We have to love ourselves through our traumas, our stigma, our hurt, our shame, our guilt. But I want to tell you, if nobody else tells you today, Titan loves you right where you're at in this moment. I don't have anything to ask of you, right? I love you right where you're at in this moment. That's the thing. That's the part. Love yourselves. All right, y'all. Look, I'm about to get out of here. But y'all do me a favor. TikTok, tippity tap, tap, tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that you are in. I got a goal of 300 roses. If you can do anything over there, do that. Right up in the corner over here. Click on that and go on to my TikTok shop. Get you a t-shirt, get you a coffee mug, get you a tote bag, get you some candles, get you all that good stuff over there. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean. Y'all show me some thumbs up. Y'all show me some hearts. Look, y'all tell a friend. Like, follow, share, subscribe. I'm Titan Capri on all social media. You will see, it'll say the Titan Capri Experience, Titan in the Morning. Y'all, what I'm trying to do is bring an experience, right? Bring an experience. And the experience is that you matter, right? You matter. Okay. Hey, Auntie. Auntie said, love you too, nephew. You really spoke well. Thank you so much, Auntie. Thank you so much. Now, you know what? I'm going to have to call y'all. So do me a favor, Auntie, if you would. Can you send me a message and send me your number? Because I want to make sure that I have y'all number. Because we're in the same neighborhood, like literally in the same neighborhood. And I haven't seen y'all. So I really want to see y'all. Okay. Hey, Keisha. Keisha said, I love you too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Stop the Hey Chris said, looking forward to watching you on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Indeed. Indeed, Stop the Hey Chris. I'm glad that you are in. It's Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's Titan in the Morning. I am here, but also I've started doing Sunday Vibing with Titan. So on Sundays at 3 p.m., this is on TikTok. On Sundays at 3 p.m. on TikTok, we'll do Sunday Vibing with Titan. We'll have a word and then we'll listen to some music and we'll vibe out. That's what we do, right? And so, y'all, I'm doing these things because I believe that my purpose in this world, right, is to be me. But my purpose in being me is to spread the love. I know that I am connection. I know that I am in this space and in this place for a reason, right? And that's what I want to make sure that we continue to do. So today's topic, the chosen connection is family. Sometimes you have to choose your family, right? And sometimes you have to sever the connection with certain family members. And you can't be afraid that that's what it is. You can't stand there and say, oh my God. But if you do, you're human. And it happens. It happens. Okay? It happens. So y'all, somebody asked earlier, I was in the middle of my spiel, right? I was in the middle of my spiel. So I didn't do it the right way. But let me do it the right way. Somebody asked me about this sip. Well, let me be clear. They said that slurp. Now, look, I don't want to be offended. But here at Titan in the Morning, this is how we sip, because everything is bigger in Texas, unless you've been to Alaska. So what I'm saying to you this morning, for those of you who are hearing, seeing, and feeling me for the first time, don't stop tapping. Keep on tapping. Keep on showing me those hearts and those thumbs up and those liking, those follows, and those shares. Keep on. For those of you who are seeing, hearing, and feeling this for the first time, let me express to you, demonstrate how we sip here at Titan in the Morning. Okay? Now, this is what we do. You grab your cup, we take the topic, and we sprinkle it into the cup. Okay? And we sprinkle it into the cup. Y'all with me? This is what we do. Titan in the Morning. We sprinkle the topic into the cup, and then we sip. Okay? This is how we sip. That right there. That's how we sip. Oh, it's good. That's how we sip, right? That's how we sip here at Titan in the Morning. Now, let me say something to you. So throughout your day, this is what you do. Somebody say something to you, and you say, whatever. Somebody say something crazy, right? You say, you getting ready to go off. Okay, you getting ready to go off, and you say, somebody say, Titan, you ain't right. This ain't what it is. This ain't what it is. And you say, That's what you do. That's what you do. You sip. That's what you do. Okay? Y'all with me? That's how you do that. And look, and you don't have to even. No, I'm just telling you that's what it is. But anyway, do that. Do that. Go ahead on and sip and do what you need to do. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to sip. Sip. Sip and a sip and a sip, sip, sip. Don't be afraid. You ain't got to be afraid. Nope. You don't have to be afraid. Indeed, indeed, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. Make sure that you are being who you are, doing what you are doing, and loving who you are, and loving what you are doing on this earth. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Yes. So yes, I do have. You too, Stop the Hate, Chris. Thank you for being in. I appreciate you. So yes, I do have the TikTok shop over here. Get you a Titan in the Morning mug, right? Get you a Titan in the Morning mug. Get you a Titan in the Morning mug. Get you a t-shirt. Get you some a tote bag, get you some candles. I even got some socks up in there. Y'all get some socks, y'all let me know. And so y'all, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to make sure that I am out here doing what I need to do, but also, sell a little merch. You know what I'm saying? So anything that you want to do, love offering, I'm fine with that. Not a problem. But thank you all so much for being on. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you. I love you. The chosen connection is family, right? The chosen connection is family. And then I want to say this before I leave out of here. The majority of our LGBTQIA plus community has chosen family, because so many of us in the community have been ostracized, have been ridiculed, have been kicked out, have been done wrong, and things like that. So we raise up as a community to have family, right? So the chosen connection is family. I connect with you, I become your family. That's what we do. Because so many mothers and fathers are missing in their child's life because the child chose, right, to be who they are, out and proud. Y'all understand what I'm saying with that? I believe that you're born this way. I believe that you were born the way that you are. But I believe at some point in your life, you either choose to stay in the background or you choose to come up to the front. And if you choose to come up to the front, the majority of the time, family, friends, mother, father, church, things like they will kick you out. And y'all, this is not me spewing hate. This is not me saying that, oh, well, I think that's what it is. That's not what it is. What it is that I have been in this field doing this work. I've been living my life, and I understand what that is and how it shows up differently for people. Okay. So we have to make sure that we hold space for people in our community. That's why today's topic, the chosen connection, when I make that connection, is family. Because I believe that if you help my community, you're helping me, because I am community. I'm part of the community. I'm in community. So therefore, I am community. See how I brought that all the way back around? So yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's what we do. Okay. No, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Indeed. Thank y'all. Indeed. Hey, Judy. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. All right, y'all. Y'all show me some love on the way out of here. Look, TikTok, tippity tap, tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that you are in. I had a goal of 300 roses. Y'all got some roses for me. YouTube, Facebook, not TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, well, TikTok too as well. Show me some hearts. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean. Y'all show me some thumbs up, show me some hearts, show me some love. Look, y'all, tell a friend. Come on over, right? Come on over and tell a friend. Kick your shoes off, right? Like, follow, share, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for the gifts. Thank you all so much for the likes and all of that good stuff. I thank you all so much. I appreciate you. Until next time, y'all be good. Y'all be good. Peace and blessings to you. Okay. I know. Like, no, well, thank you. Oh, oh, oh. Don't do it. Don't do it, because you know I have to sip. Mm. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. I'm going. Yeah, I'm not going to get me started up in here. Up in here. All right. Okay. Bye.